Hello everyone, this is Max. You're watching EquityMatch online live pitch events. I'm very sorry today because we started 60 minutes ago. Sorry, 60 minutes late, but that's because the new Easter time. But again, we are here and we move forward. And we are very happy to introduce our four founders and one investor guest today coming from Texas, US. Before starting, I believe this is number 125. So we are very much progressing and bringing on the stage so many founders wherever they are around the world. If you want to make any question to our founders, please just ask and we'll bring your question to the stage. So as we start, let me introduce before our investor guest, Dean Jones, Venture Partners, Playbook Investor Network, LLC. Dean, thank you so much for coming back. It's been a while, probably a couple of years maybe.
Sure.
Thank you so much for coming. If you want to give a short intro to yourself.
Sure. Good afternoon, good day to everyone who's on the call today. I look forward to talking to each and every one of you. I'm looking forward to the opportunities to understand more about what you're doing in this marketplace, in the startup marketplace, and how can we assist in any way, shape, or form. So I'm very interested in hearing your pitches to me.
Thank you so much, Dean. Thank you. So let's move to our first founder. Today we have four founders, so we must don't wait much because we have 1 hour and we need to accommodate all of you guys. So let me bring on the stage Christian Kemppainen, CEO and co-founder of Defiance Technologies. Headquarters is Helsinki, Finland. The sector is quantity trading, debt infrastructure, digital assets. It's a C round of 10 million, 5 million in equity and 5 million is SAFT. Standard agreement for future token. Christian, if you want to give an introduction to yourself and after, please go straight to pitch. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Hey, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you all. And I'm Christian. I'm from Finland. 31 years old currently. And for me, I'm like economics background and now been operating in the crypto space, developing trading algorithms, basically like past 5 years. And now our company is moving forward. Let me get started. So a little bit about background about our company. Like a quant company, have been developing high-frequency trading algorithms past 5 years, and developing infrastructure for on-chain allocation. And what we are now bringing is our own token. So that token represents like allocation layer for systematic crypto strategies on chain. And so basically nowadays, anyone can publish their own trading algorithms like on-chain in decentralized exchanges, and that's what a lot of traders and quant teams, hedge funds are doing. And who has the best trading algorithm? It always changes. So that's where having like allocation infrastructure is really needed to like really get advantage, get the best yield from the market. And that's what we have built. So what the value our token brings is basically we have the allocation engine where we select the best strategies available on the market and constantly monitor them and always stay up to date where is the best yield on the market when it comes to trading strategies. Everything happens on chain, like I mentioned, in decentralized exchanges, so it's very transparent, non-custodial, very efficient, like much better than like centralized exchanges. And now through our token, anyone can get access to this allocation level, this allocation engine via our token. Market size, crypto market is of course huge and just growing all the time. And I think it's now like golden time for token. All the time new news coming with that everything. Everyone is looking to generate tokens, so that's place to be at the moment. So basically how the capital flow works with our tokenomics is that when customers are buying our token, that goes to our treasury, and from the treasury we allocate to this through our infrastructure to these trading vaults. And yeah, we are aiming to grow our treasury, and through our treasury growth, we give incentives for our token holders through staking, so they increase their token holders, and we drop like stable coin drops like USDC, USDT, based on the performance of what we are doing with our allocations. And yeah, we are looking to increase demand for our token and increase the value of the token itself. Yeah, we are using like hedge fund style allocation risk framework, so maximum allocation per strategy like 2%. We are looking like drawdowns and other metrics, how we are managing the risk. The token framework, so through our token, basically any users get exposure to high performing trading strategies and get incentives based on our trading yields, and also later on some governance, right? And here is the like allocation supply. So 20% is now we are giving away with the early investors. Our vesting, so our team is holding like the tokens 4 years. Now for the private investors, it's 12 months vesting time. Public TG is liquid. So yeah, the raise. So we are now raising with the soft, so simple agreement for future tokens. 5 million with the 30% discount. We are looking to launch our token like in around 3 months time. And we are also looking to raise with the equity, 5 million with the 50 million pre-valuation. So yeah, our team, me, and then we have a couple PhDs, one from MIT. We have a lot of experience with the quantitative research, algorithm development, portfolio construction, and blockchain environment overall. And our partners include like Gate.com, like one of the leading exchanges in the market. And yeah, also Mikko Ohtama, so they have like tradingstrategy.ai is our partner. They are doing research about the best performing trading vaults. So we have right network, right connections to make this project successful. And yeah, here is our contact.
Thank you so much, Christian. Dean, it's all you.
I didn't understand from what you were just pitching to me, so I wanted to ask a few questions. Who is the most valuable customer today, and why did you choose them over alternatives?
No, so currently the customers are coming with once we are launching the token, right? That people can buy the token through exchanges and through our website. So far, like past 5 years, we have been just trading for like private investors with our algorithms. So now we are kind of changing our business model.
Okay. What have you learned that changed your strategy in the past 6 months?
Sorry?
What have you learned about your business that changed your strategy in the last 6 months?
Yeah, no, well, I think for us, like, what we realized that just relying our own trading algorithms is not the best way to do. Like, especially when there is available on the market, like so many different trading strategies, trading vaults. So the best way to is actually use them, like all the available tools on the market. So that's what we found out. That's the best setup. And then we were like asking from investors, like, and crypto buyers, users, what they kind of looking for. And yeah, everyone wants the token, so that's what we are going to do. And we just have to came up like the right approach with our own token, what would work with regarding to our expertise, trading algorithms and the infrastructure.
So I'm gonna make a few assumptions here. I'm trying to understand if this is a SaaS application that you've built and it does have mobility capabilities as well. And then on top of that, whose framework did you build this on?
Yeah, so this is now like moving towards just like token play. there is some utility in the platform, but mostly it's just like a yield product, basically, like providing yield for the users, like that are want to get exposure from the trading algorithms overall and best performing strategies.
So my advice to you is when you're trying to get in front of investors like myself, you want to be able to become a trusted partner or a trusted solution. And traditionally, when you do business with the likes of AWS, Microsoft, or Google, it usually perks people's ears up a little bit because you've taken your stuff and hosted it in a trusted environment where security, especially from your side of the world where a lot of stuff is happening from a cybersecurity standpoint, it's going to give investors comfort that your stuff is protected. Because if it gets hacked, you're going to have a problem, especially if you're a startup. So that's just my advice to you.
Yeah, that's good advice. I would like to also mention like one of the team members is like the main cybersecurity architecture in one of the biggest cybersecurity companies in the world. So
which company is
that? So it's no, I just forgot the name. No, just blanking. But
if I'm you, I would highlight that as part of my deck, in my pitch deck, because that gives investors comfort when they know that people who have had previous experience with some of the larger companies, says, okay, these guys know what they're doing. They put this architecture in the right way because they work for someone who came from a firm that understands what I'm trying to do. You get it?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. That's all I have.
Thank you so much, Christian. Then let's move to our second fund. Christian, stay with us because we're bringing you back soon. Alexander Abahevi, CEO and co-founder of Frisbee. Headquartered is in Tbilisi, Georgia. Fintech is the sector, a pre-seed of 412,000 USD. How's it going, Alexander?
Good day, everyone. Fine. So a little bit about myself, right? We are building a startup. I have experience in trading, like as a retail trader for the last 6 years. And what we are doing right now, I think we are working on an interesting startup that can make some changes in the world of entertainment and trading, right? So our project's name is Frisbee, where fame finds value. So what we aim to do is basically want to transform people into a tradable assets, because we believe that the cultural influence is as valuable as a corporate performance. And nowadays, everyone is on the social networks, right? The YouTube, Instagram, and there are people with a huge fan base. I'm talking about like the millions, tens of millions of followers, and those people actually have a serious influence, and what we aim to do is basically we are aiming to transform their popularity into the measurable and tradable assets, right? As a retail investor, okay, and not only me, like most of the retail investors, they invest in the things that they know and like, okay? The stuff like Tesla, if they're buying Tesla, they're buying Tesla stocks. If they're using iPhones, okay, they're buying their share. However, everyone has their favorite artists, their favorite musicians, their favorite sport athletes, and there is no such a way, okay, where I can buy some kind of like a financial derivative stock of the people that I'm following people that I desire. Probably the closest thing will be the meme coin market, which is extremely dangerous place, right? So in our project, we want to do an alternative to the meme coin market. However, we want to step aside. We don't want to engage in any crypto or token technologies. Okay, so what our project is aiming to do is basically to unmatch the financial engagement between the content creators and their followers, right? How are we going to do this? We're going to create a marketplace where we're going to establish a new financial derivative called FDS. We call that the FDS. It's a fame-driven security. So from one side, the content creators can issue their stocks, their financial derivatives. From the other side, the followers will be able to buy them, right? However, once again, this is going to be a RWA, the real world asset. So we are in Georgia, and it's very soft and a good environment for the startup, especially in regulatory policy. We are in touch with the National Bank of Georgia. We are in active communication with them, and they're showing an interest in such kind of a project, right? Once again, this project works perfectly for the content creators and their followers. And those are the niches who have the most engaged fan bases, right? Market size, content creators' market size is growing rapidly. By 2030, okay, we expect over 100 million professional content creators, okay? Nowadays, overall content creator economy is valued at $234 billion. So now we are counting 50 million professional content creators with who create content at least 3 times a week, and we aim to acquire 2,000 of them. Those numbers are growing rapidly from year to year. Flisby basically is going to be a marketplace where those contracts will be exchanged between digital creators and their followers / investors, right? Our projected revenue should be almost $1 billion by 2030. Our KPIs are obviously number of acquired content creators, number of registered users, number of first-time depositors and second-time depositors, and obviously the trading volume. Our current evaluation is approximately $14 million, and we are to rise $412,000, which will be translated into the 114% ROI. Together with my team, we hold approximately 15-year experience in trading and technologies in online banking. Those are the numbers. I will be happy to talk.
Thank you, Alexander. Dean will come up.
Okay, perfect. Good afternoon, sir. So, are you familiar with NIL here in the United States?
Sorry, sir, come up again.
Image and likeness at the university level. Are you familiar with that?
I'm afraid not, sir.
Okay. What about in your country? What sports or influencers have you currently have under contract with your product right now?
We are none of them, none in our country. However, as in a part of attraction, okay, we communicated with 10 content creators with more than who have more than 1 million followers, and 7 of them showed interest in such kind of a product. So basically, main concern, they like the idea. They obviously can do it with the crypto technologies. However, selling the tokens is something that they are afraid, because a lot of scam cases happen each and every day in the crypto world, as you know.
So does what I think I'm hearing, does your product go to the level of tracking their digital assets, whether it's an image or an award or a speech or any commercials or anything that they have put on the internet or out there in the internet world or just in the physical world that says, hey, this is mine, I should be compensated for it?
Sir, very good question. We created the algorithm that tracks the activity of the content creator, which means how many views he has, how many likes, how many comments, how many brand integrations he has, and also some of the influencers are basically publishing their financial statements as well. So basically, why I'm saying the professional content creators, they publish all those data, okay, that can be used to create a chart that reflects their popularity. Right. So yeah, this is how. Plus, obviously, the demand of the financial derivatives that they're going to be attached to.
Okay, that's all I have for you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Alexander, let me add, there is a massive competition here. How do you stand out?
At this moment, okay, we don't see any competitors because once again, as I said, what we want to create is the RWA, it's a real world asset, okay? All of our competitors are connected to the crypto world, which is quite a, from my perspective, I don't want to offend anybody, but not a stable place for the investments, okay? For example, now, okay, if Bitcoin goes down, all the crypto assets follow the Bitcoin, okay? Once again, our project is not going to be connected to the tokens, to the other crypto technologies. It's going to be old school or trading approach, okay? Just like we want to be more on the side of the financial derivatives, such as the CFDs, such as the bonds, such as our options, stocks, etc. All the from the RWA.
Thank you. We had to move forward because we are another two founders following you, but thank you so much. Thank you, Dan.
Thank you.
Let's move to Elena Shizmigu. I hope, Elena, I didn't destroy your surname. CEO and co-founder of NeuroXR, Cambridge, United Kingdom is the headquarters. AI data analytics, B2B SaaS is the sector, and the seed of 2.5 million in pounds. How's it going, Elena? And thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much for having me. Hi, everyone. My name is Elena Cishmigiu, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of NeuroXR. I'm a neuroscientist by background, and I'm very excited to introduce the next emotional layer for innovation and technology development. And in short, our software is beyond a traditional tool. It is a foundational infrastructure for emotion-based decision-making. It not only captures human emotion as it happens in real time, but it quantifies it and visualizes it, positioning NeuroXR at the intersection between AI, neuroscience, and human-computer interaction. Our core and advisory team have really transformed NeuroXR from a research principle into a scalable company, and it's currently solving a fundamental problem in digital development, research, and other spaces too. And the problem that we have found is that companies today are still relying on incomplete and biased feedback. They utilize traditional user experience testing, mainly surveys, and even guesswork. And their internal teams really follow the wrong methods to understand the resonance between their product and the end user. And it really creates a critical gap in decision-making, favoring bias and general trends rather than real human response. And existing methods are slow and costly, and this is why we created NeuroXR, to solve this by transforming passive biometric signals into real-time predictive insights that quantify user resonance. It introduces an emotional layer and the end user itself into the development of products, and it enables organizations to understand user experience and exactly when, where, and why an emotional change happened in real time. And it actually unlocks an entire new category that drives faster, more accurate strategic decisions. And the first product that we have created, it captures data from biometrics. This includes eye tracking, heart rate measurements, and neural scanning. This is used in day-to-day technology as well, and it visualizes it as a heat map. It is then layered on top of any physical or digital content, such as games or ads, to really showcase user response and the emotions that a particular end user is going through. For example, immersion, attention, to even stress and purchasing intention. The next product is an offering a scalable solution to companies that really provides a well-rounded response without the need of hardware at all. We are developing a novel AI-based emotional feature that predicts user sentiment from a video or any experience at the same accuracy as before without needing any hardware input. And the market is already indicating the opportunity and the need of the product, especially with the rise of generative AI. The gap between the end user and the technology that is being used is at an all-time high, and NeuroXR aims to solve that fundamental gap in the industry. And it really is beyond a tool. We are creating an entire infrastructure for emotion-based decision-making. It is replacing guesswork with science and allows companies to gain scientific level results without any experience or knowledge at all. And the technology is a blend of neuroscience and AI. It offers a quick, real-time, and actionable results that are scalable, powerful, and actionable. The solution is more accurate in identifying user emotions, it is faster in providing the data, and it is easier to use by non-scientific teams as well. And as the technology is growing, the business model is growing as well, and so does the market cap. We have formed strategic partnerships with hardware leaders and direct sales. We are looking to enter marketplaces as well, and the full B2B SaaS model, and introducing the software into hardware, operating systems, AI chips, and it really allows for expansion across industries and use cases and allows for the revenue to expand as well. And the growth so far has been exponential. We have received funding. We have filed patents for the technology. We have the first product in the market and generating revenue. And this year is really focused on that rapid growth and the AI development. And we are raising £2.5 million seed. This is to scale the software, develop the AI, roll it out, expand the team from a commercial and technical standpoint, and also expand geographically through our partners and our distributors. And this is us. I would love to hear any sort of ideas and questions you may have.
Thank you, Elena. Dean, we'll go for it.
So I represent a lot of influencers who are athletes, and I would be very interested in how, from a mental health standpoint, since this is neuroscience, how this can help an athlete, a professional athlete.
This is a very interesting use case. There are a couple of emotions that are looked at performance specifically, for example, cognitive load. So exactly how much brain power a person is going through when they're performing a task, especially if they are multitasking, so doing an exercise, but also fighting that mental power. This is something that we can test and we can track, and they can see exactly whether and how they're performing over a short period of time or during a training regimen, or if the training itself is useful. So it can be used in two different scenarios, either the person itself or the actual training methods. And that is just one example.
So if I'm a coach for EPL or international cricket in England right now, do you have any teams that are using your technology?
So in terms of that particular use case, for the stage of this technology, it is a lower sort of entry point in sports, mainly because of the hardware that is being used. When we are developing the AI capability that removes the hardware dependency, definitely that is an area that we can go into. For the time being, because we have the biometrics and the sort of hardware that is being used specifically for the neural scanning, those are more prone to artifacts, especially with movement. Our partners are actually our distributors that are developing the hardware that can be used with sports. I know I've seen a couple of use cases, but that particular use case is something more in the scalability plan than necessarily right now.
Okay, then from a healthcare standpoint, I'm a classic person. I just went through a whole battery of neurology tests because I suffered from a stroke. I had 3 strokes. And what they were doing was kind of mapping my brain to see where it had been damaged. How can you help people who are going through therapy improve their cognitive elasticity to good health? Put it that way.
It's interesting you say that because we're actually starting a project with more on the mental health PTSD side with a research group in Florida. So we will be sharing a bit more details when that comes out. What we can help is companies that are developing those particular therapies, so they can see exactly how the patient is performing over a long period of time. So we work closely with healthcare professionals and companies that are developing those solutions to track mental health, and we can test those sort of metrics. So we have things like stress and cognitive load, and there are other emotions that we can put into the solution, and working with those particular clients when it works with mental health.
Okay. And here in the US and even in your country, rugby would be a game, soccer would be a game because of all the heading. And then here you have American football. So how could it help athletes who are constantly being hit, especially in the head, right? How can it help them to get like a baseline measurement at the beginning of their careers and say, hey, you are kind of fading away because all of this constant hitting? Because I mean, a lot of those guys, it's like getting hit by a freight train every time they make a tackle. So, kind of explain how you guys would be of asset there.
That's exactly how it works. So they would be taking a baseline measurement at the beginning. They can see their levels, and then they can test it over time, let's say once a month or whatever regimen, and see exactly if there is a decline or not in the mental state, and not only their brain structure, but also how they handle situations. So how do they handle the stress? How is their performance overall? So they can test that and see if there's a decline or not. And they can test against other people as well. They could both be performing perfectly well, but maybe they're handling mentally the situation differently. So they can test against other people as well.
So, are you guys testing dopamine during the study as well, and how dopamine impacts the brain?
So we are working, when it comes to biometrics, more on the wavelengths and frequencies of the brain. Different areas of the brain release different wavelengths and frequencies, and those relate to emotion. So we are looking mostly on those emotion sides rather than neuroreceptors that are happening in the brain during an activity. But even when you measure those emotions with the neural scanning that we use, you can still get a really good sort of measurement when it comes to different activities. So that's why we can test things like performance using emotions, not necessarily through neuroreceptors and other modulators in the brain.
Yeah, you and I need to talk. I've got a dopamine AI tool that you may want to integrate into what you're building.
Perfect.
That's all I have.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Elena.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's move to our last, but of course not the least, founder. Vigaya Mahesh, founder and CEO, NSM Consultant, Bangalore, India. Artificial intelligence, a Series B round of 5 million in USD. How's it going, Mahesh?
Yeah, great. So let me introduce myself. My name is Mahesh. I'm founder and CEO of NSM Consultant, and I'm based in Bengaluru, which is in India. And I have 27 plus years of industry experience, and I'm alumnus of IIM Calcutta and UC Bangalore. Specifically in the software industry, I have about 24 plus of industry experiences. Thank you. My company offerings. Let me come to the problem first. I'm not gone strictly by the book, but all the necessary things are there. The problem as such is need for free, globally accessible and confidential career counseling. That's the main focus area, which is the problem we are trying to address. And for that, the answer is Career Counselor AI, which has been developed by us, NSM Consultant, and which we are taking to the market. And by the by, because we are a legacy of custom software development, that also we are actually taking to the market. These two things are our offerings to the market as such. Then we come to the market segmentation. We have done a classical GTM by using segmentation, targeting, and positioning. For career counselor, it's a geography, sector, role, market targeting, mainly the Indian market, but we can reach the global market also. And positioning as the main thing is that we have positioned it at a market price of $1,111, which is 1 lakh rupees in India actually. And as I said before, we are taking to the market even the custom web applications. We are okay to both the global market and the Indian market, again targeting India and the global. And the market positioning as such, it's from say something like 1 lakh to about 10 crore. These are the sort of tickets that we are looking at, which is about, it comes to 1 minute, $12,000 to $1 million. That is the range we are looking at. Then sales lead generation techniques, we are looking at inside sales, email campaigns, LinkedIn Navigator plus Copilot campaigns, digital marketing, and events. This will be the sales lead generation techniques. Coming to the team, it's being led by me, Ningaya Mahesh, who is the visionary. And also I have a good leadership team of about 4 people who have about 20 plus years of industry experience and have relevant engineering plus MBA degrees. Then we come to the SWOT analysis. We are about 13 years old. As I told before, we started as a sales consulting company, then became a software company, and then AI company, which happened very recently within the last 3 months. And we have very good figures when it comes to EBITDA and ARRs. And yeah, this is a large market. That is why we have stepped into the market, because market size both for custom software development and for career counseling both are quite good. So that's why we have stepped into the market. As regards valuation, we haven't gone by the book even here. What we have done is looked at many factors, both soft factors and hard financial factors, and put them all into ChatGPT and other estimation tools, and generated valuation. And we have arrived at a valuation of about $50 million for the company as such. And we are seeking funds of about $5 million right now, which will be 10% stake for the company as such. There is a investment schedule we are looking at. If the investor wants to give us money in tranches, we are quite open to it. And in fact, we prefer it actually, that we receive money in tranches. And this is the schedule as such for the investment. future course of action, grow in the selected markets, and retain talent, and close the large deals. These are the 3 future courses of actions. That's all from my end. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mahesh. Dean, you want to follow up?
Sure. So how do you plan to make money? Because I didn't see any slide that you had in your deck that says, okay, here's how we plan to make revenue over the many years that we plan to be open.
There are 2 streams, 2 different streams. One is the AI product, which is the career counselor AI, which is the career counselor tool. So here actually it will be the money will, though the job seekers and students will access this for free and generate career reports, it's the sponsors who will be paying for themselves to advertise themselves in the career reports. Okay, say corporates and education institutions will be recommendations in the career report. When the career reports are generated, there will be a separate section on educational recommendations and job opportunities. So here the corporates and the education institutions can sponsor themselves and come in the reports which are generated. So for that they'll have to pay money. So for annual subscription, it has 1 lakh per annum, or it is $1,111. So this is where the money comes from for the AI counseling talk. Okay, and for custom software development, it's common sense. It's like whatever project we do, we are going to bill it and we are going to get the money.
Well, where are you getting these projects from?
Projects are global, and we have many sources, like starting from networking. See, one of the first customers I got is myself. I hooked up through my contact, and I got one of US sports tech company called Spark My Sport. So we have sold this AI product to them, and also I am following up with many educational institutions in which I myself studied in India, and they are in the pipeline. There are 3 institutions in the pipeline with whom I am discussing. So this way I'm reaching out through networking. And also we do, as I said, we do inside sales and email campaigns and events. Okay, so the LinkedIn Navigator. So these are the various different techniques we are adopting.
So let me ask you a question. I spent 6 weeks in Bangalore, and I used to work for Infosys. And as you know, in India, Infosys has universities on all their campuses.
Yes.
How do you partner or intend to partner with companies like that have these type of facilities on campus that you can particularly help, or do you see yourself helping?
Infosys won't be my target company. I'll tell you why. Because Infosys is a household name in India. Okay. So in India, it won't be relevant, okay, as my customer. But the outside of India, wherever they have their offices and wherever they have employees, there they could be my target. Okay, because in India, it's household name, it's very reputed, it's famous. So they wouldn't like to use my tool to sponsor themselves or appear in advertisements in the career report. Okay, but there are other companies, say there's something called Persistent or Coforge or NIIT. These are companies not so reputed, not so heard of. Okay, so these are the kind of companies who would readily sign up in India for my tool as such.
Okay, so you're trying to create a tool similar to, like, if I'm not mistaken, like LinkedIn. LinkedIn is one of the largest social networks in the entire world when it comes to career planning and career building. So how do you compete against a company like Microsoft in that space when they're also training as well?
Okay, see, usually there is no strict replica competitor for me actually. So okay, because ours is still a plain vanilla tool compared to bigger the other competitors that I have seen are usually something like resume builders, ATS compliance tools, okay, and like the tools like Just Dial, which provide phone-in facilities and search facilities. So these are more of advanced tools compared to my tool, which is still plain vanilla compared to the other tools. But that itself is a factor. And in fact, my main strengths are they are free and they are confidential, because I don't retain any of the emails or phone numbers or anything. These are things are not captured. Okay, and it is it's localized across the world. So these are my strengths compared to any other tool in the market.
So what is your current repeat usage rate for your product?
We need to do marketing, and that is why I've come to the I've come for funding, because we need to do marketing and product development also, but that comes later on. But marketing is where I need the money for.
So have you hired a chief marketing officer yet, or are you looking for fractional?
No, actually, there are 4 of us in the sales side. Okay, not exactly marketing. We also play the marketing role. There are 4 of us in the sales and marketing stream as such, including me. Okay, because I come from a strong sales and marketing background. So this is what organization.
Yeah, globally, how do you break your team down by those 5 people?
There are 4 people, myself, and then myself playing both sales marketing, another one also playing sales marketing, another 2 playing pure sales. And one guy does look at social media sort of leads, another guy looks at email campaigns, another looks at direct sales calls or field sales. So each one has its own strength.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Mahesh. Then we bring all back now, all our funders.
Sure.
As we all like to close this pitch event, we in 10-20 seconds elevator pitch to each of you guys, starting from Christian, why Dean or any investors watching today should give you funds.
Yeah, well, we have amazing team, and I think our token will be major success. I think it will be very attractive for crypto investors. So now it's a really good time to join the project.
Thank you, Christian. Alexander.
Yes. Because we are creating. What can be a better investment than investing in a stock market for yourself, right? So your own stock market. If you investors are looking for money, well, stock market is the perfect place for that. And we are doing something new, something interesting, something highly demanded. So welcome.
Thank you, Alexander. Elena.
We are introducing a new data category into tech development by analyzing real-time user emotions using neuroscience and AI. We have early customer validation and revenue, which offers investors a high upside entry at an early stage.
Thank you so much, Elena. Nice. You are the one who's going to close.
Yeah. Firstly, because we are a trending technology, generative AI is involved. Secondly, it's simple but powerful use case, which is career counseling. And 3, because of mature leadership team. And 4 is because of the large market size opportunity.
Thank you so much, Mahesh. Dean, as we are closing, would you like to give some advice, recommendation to our funders?
Sure. So as you look out at the world, especially when you're raising capital, make sure that you ensure that you are building trust with your audience, especially the investors, because all investors want to know that you're going to somehow get them repaid, right? So have a clear understanding of your sales and marketing methodology and how you plan to attack the market. from a security standpoint, make sure that you are using partners and or platforms that help you to build trust. Because remember, your name is small, but these bigger guys like the Amazons, the Microsofts, and the Googles have big names. And when they bring you through, that's like holding your hand, like a big brother holding your hand or a big sister holding your hand and walking you along and walking you through the door. Okay, so that's my advice to you.
Thank you so much, Dean.
Thank you.
Christian, Elena, Alexandre, Mahesh, and Dean, thank you so much for being with us today. It's been an absolute pleasure for me and for all of us. I'm completely sure everyone watching has enjoyed, and I hope you will find the funds needed to keep going, growing your business. To everyone watching, see you again in 2 weeks' time. As for now, we go live any 2 weeks, any Tuesday at 6 p.m., although today we've been a bit late. Thank you so much to everyone, and have a good evening or morning, night, wherever you are. Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you.